Property and Casualty Exam Prep How to. Question 1. Coverage D of a homeowner's policy covers Option A, dwelling, Option B, other structures, Option C, personal property, Option D, loss of use, additional living expenses. The correct answer is Option D, loss of use, additional living expenses. Coverage D provides loss of use coverage, including additional living expenses and fair rental value. Question 2. Flood coverage for a homeowner is available through Option A, standard homeowners policies, Option B, the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, or private flood insurers, Option C, only FEMA grants, Option D, automatically with mortgage. The correct answer is Option D, automatically with mortgage. Flood is excluded from standard policies and requires separate NFIP or private coverage. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 3. Which of the following is covered under Coverage A of a homeowner's policy? Option A, personal property, Option B, the dwelling and attached structures, Option C, loss of use, Option D, personal liability. The correct answer is Option A, personal property. Coverage A covers the dwelling, including attached structures. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 4. Underinsured motorist, UIM, coverage applies when Option A, the at-fault driver has no insurance, Option B, the at-fault driver's liability limits are insufficient to cover the insured's damages, Option C, the insured is at fault, Option D, the accident involves only one vehicle. The correct answer is Option D, the accident involves only one vehicle. UIM covers the gap between the at-fault driver's limits and the insured's UIM limits. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 5. Special damages compensate for Option A, pain and suffering, Option B, economic losses that can be precisely calculated, medical bills, lost wages, Option C, emotional distress, Option D, loss of consortium. The correct answer is Option D, loss of consortium. Special damages are specific, calculable economic losses. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 6. An insurance policy is considered Option A, a verbal agreement, Option B, a legal contract between the insurer and insured, Option C, a suggestion, Option D, non-binding. The correct answer is Option B, a legal contract between the insurer and insured. An insurance policy is a legally enforceable contract. Question 7. The PAP provides coverage in Mexico, Option A, fully, Option B, only for limited distances from the border and for a short duration, Option C, unlimited, Option D, excluded entirely. The correct answer is Option D, excluded entirely. Standard PAPs provide very limited coverage in Mexico. Separate Mexican insurance is recommended. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 8. An occurrence liability policy covers Option A, only claims made during the policy period, Option B, injury or damage that occurs during the policy period, regardless of when the claim is made, Option C, only claims reported within 60 days, Option D, only intentional acts. The correct answer is Option C, only claims reported within 60 days. Occurrence policies cover injury or damage that occurs during the policy period, even if the claim is made years later. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 9. The exclusive remedy doctrine means Option A, the employee can also sue the employer, Option B, workers' compensation benefits are the employee's sole remedy against the employer, Option C, the employer has no liability, Option D, the employee must pay for their own treatment. The correct answer is Option B, workers' compensation benefits are the employee's sole remedy against the employer. Exclusive remedy bars employee tort suits against the employer. Question 10. The retroactive date in a claims-made policy, Option A, is the date the policy expires, Option B, is the earliest date an incident could occur and still be covered, Option C, has no significance, Option D, is the date of the claim. The correct answer is Option D, is the date of the claim. The retroactive date limits coverage to incidents occurring on or after that date. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 11. A staff adjuster is Option A, independent, Option B, an employee of an insurance company, Option C, a public adjuster, Option D, an agent. The correct answer is Option A, independent. Staff adjusters are salaried employees of the insurer. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 12. A transportation coverage form covers Option A, real estate, Option B, goods in transit, Option C, buildings, Option D, stationary property. The correct answer is Option C, buildings. Transportation floaters cover property while it is being transported. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 13. The PAP's other insurance clause for liability typically provides: Option A, pro rata sharing with other policies. Option B, that the PAP is excess over other collectible insurance for non-owned vehicles. Option C, no coverage if other insurance exists. Option D, primary coverage always. The correct answer is option C, no coverage if other insurance exists. For non-owned vehicles, the PAP is typically excess over other collectible insurance. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 14. The CGL classification system determines premium based on: Option A, the insured's credit score. Option B, the type of business operations and associated risk. Option C, the location only. Option D, the number of employees only. The correct answer is option C, the location only. Classification codes reflect the business type and its inherent risk. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 15. The National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC, Option A, is a federal regulatory agency. Option B, drafts model insurance laws and regulations for state adoption. Option C, sells insurance to the public. Option D, is an insurance company. The correct answer is option D, is an insurance company. The NAIC is an organization of state insurance regulators that develops model laws and standards. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 16. A hostile fire is: Option A, a fire contained in its intended place. Option B, a fire that leaves its intended place and causes damage. Option C, a friendly fire. Option D, not covered by insurance. The correct answer is option A, a fire contained in its intended place. A hostile fire escapes its intended confines, fireplace, furnace, and causes damage, it is covered. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 17. The PAP's physical damage coverage limit is typically: Option A, the stated amount in the policy. Option B, the lower of the actual cash value or the cost to repair or replace. Option C, the full purchase price. Option D, unlimited. The correct answer is option B, the lower of the actual cash value or the cost to repair or replace. Physical damage losses are settled based on ACV or repair cost, not to exceed the vehicle's value. Question 18. A drop-down provision in an umbrella policy means: Option A, the umbrella covers all losses from the first dollar. Option B, the umbrella provides coverage when an underlying policy's limits are exhausted or the loss is not covered by underlying insurance. Option C, the policy drops in coverage. Option D, the premium drops. The correct answer is option B, the umbrella provides coverage when an underlying policy's limits are exhausted or the loss is not covered by underlying insurance. Drop-down coverage fills gaps when underlying limits are exhausted or a loss is not covered by underlying insurance. Question 19. The Longshore and Harbor Workers' Compensation Act covers: Option A, railroad workers. Option B, maritime workers who are not seamen, dock workers, harbor workers. Option C, federal employees. Option D, agricultural workers. The correct answer is option A, railroad workers. The LAOCA covers maritime workers who are not covered by the Jones Act. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 20. Boycott, coercion, and intimidation are unfair trade practices that involve: Option A, competitive pricing. Option B, using threats or force to affect insurance transactions or restrain competition. Option C, fair negotiation. Option D, offering multiple quotes. The correct answer is option A, competitive pricing. Unfair methods of competition include coercive tactics. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 21. A proof of loss form must be submitted: Option A, before the loss occurs. Option B, within a specified time after the loss, usually 60 days. Option C, only if the insurer requests it. Option D, never. The correct answer is option C, only if the insurer requests it. The insured must submit a sworn proof of loss within the time specified in the policy. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 22. A dram shop law imposes liability on: Option A, the intoxicated person only. Option B, establishments that serve alcohol to visibly intoxicated persons or minors who then cause injury. Option C, only the manufacturer. Option D, only the driver. The correct answer is option D, only the driver. Dram shop laws hold alcohol vendors liable for injuries caused by their intoxicated patrons. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 23. A drive other car endorsement in a commercial auto policy. Option A, covers all vehicles. Option B, extends coverage to named individuals for non-owned vehicles when the business policy covers only scheduled autos. Option C, reduces coverage. Option D, covers only business use. The correct answer is option B, extends coverage to named individuals for non-owned vehicles when the business policy covers only scheduled autos. Doc endorsements provide coverage for individuals who don't have personal auto policies. Question 24. The pair and set clause in a homeowner's policy means: Option A, the insurer pays the full value for one of a pair. Option B, the insurer pays the difference between the value of the pair and the value of the remaining item. Option C, no coverage for pairs. Option D, the insured must surrender the remaining item. The correct answer is option C, no coverage for pairs. The insurer has the option to pay the difference in value or repair/replace the lost item. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 25. A hired auto under a commercial auto policy is: Option A, an auto the insured owns. Option B, an auto the insured leases, hires, rents, or borrows, not from employees. Option C, only rental cars. Option D, only leased vehicles. The correct answer is option A, an auto the insured owns. Hired autos are those the insured leases, hires, rents, or borrows. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 26. The actual cash value settlement for a vehicle is: Option A, replacement cost. Option B, the pre-loss market value, considering depreciation. Option C, the original purchase price. Option D, the loan balance. The correct answer is option D, the loan balance. ACV is replacement cost minus depreciation. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 27. NOS coverage, prior acts coverage, provides: Option A, coverage for future claims. Option B, coverage for incidents that occurred before the new claims-made policy's inception. Option C, coverage for the insured's nose injury. Option D, no coverage. The correct answer is option B, coverage for incidents that occurred before the new claims-made policy's inception. NOS coverage provides retroactive coverage under a new claims-made policy for prior incidents. Question 28. Risk retention as a risk management technique means: Option A, transferring the risk to an insurer. Option B, avoiding the risk entirely. Option C, accepting the risk and bearing the financial consequences. Option D, reducing the risk through safety measures. The correct answer is option A, transferring the risk to an insurer. Risk retention involves accepting the financial consequences of a loss oneself. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 29. The PAP's territory provision covers: Option A, worldwide. Option B, the United States, its territories, and Canada. Option C, North America only. Option D, the entire Western Hemisphere. The correct answer is option B, the United States, its territories, and Canada. The standard PAP territory is the U.S., its territories and possessions, Puerto Rico, and Canada. Question 30. Rental reimbursement coverage in a PAP. Option A, is automatically included. Option B, pays for a rental car while the covered auto is being repaired after a covered loss. Option C, pays for all transportation. Option D, covers only liability. The correct answer is option D, covers only liability. Rental reimbursement is an optional coverage that pays for substitute transportation. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 31. An intervening cause in negligence. Option A, has no effect on liability. Option B, breaks the chain of causation, potentially relieving the original negligent party of liability. Option C, always increases liability. Option D, is the same as proximate cause. The correct answer is option A, has no effect on liability. An intervening cause may be a superseding cause that relieves the original actor of liability. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 32. Water backup coverage in a homeowner's policy. Option A, is automatically included. Option B, covers damage from sewer or drain backup if endorsed. Option C, covers all water damage. Option D, is flood insurance. The correct answer is option C, covers all water damage. Water backup coverage requires an endorsement. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 33. Employer's liability insurance, Part 2, covers: Option A, statutory workers' compensation benefits. Option B, liability for work-related injuries not covered by workers' compensation statutes. Option C, property damage. Option D, automobile liability. The correct answer is option C, property damage. Employer's liability covers gaps in workers' compensation coverage. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 34. Coverage B of the CGL policy provides: Option A, bodily injury and property damage. Option B, personal and advertising injury liability. Option C, medical payments. Option D, premises liability only. The correct answer is option C, medical payments. Coverage B covers personal and advertising injury offenses. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 35. Debris removal coverage in a property policy, option A, is never included. Option B, pays for the cost of removing debris after a covered loss. Option C, covers only earthquake debris. Option D, is the same as pollution coverage. The correct answer is option D, is the same as pollution coverage. Debris removal coverage is typically included as an additional coverage, subject to policy limits. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 36. A family member in a PAP is defined as, option A, any relative, option B, a person related to the named insured by blood, marriage, or adoption who resides in the same household. Option C, only children under 18. Option D, only the spouse. The correct answer is option A, any relative. Family members must be related and reside in the same household. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 37. The PAP's out-of-state coverage provision. Option A voids coverage when driving in other states. Option B automatically adjusts liability limits to meet the financial responsibility laws of the state where the accident occurs. Option C reduces coverage in other states. Option D requires purchasing additional coverage. The correct answer is option C, reduces coverage in other states. The PAP conforms to the minimum required limits of the state where the accident occurs. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 38. The equipment breakdown coverage form, formerly boiler and machinery, covers. Option A, wear and tear. Option B, sudden and accidental breakdown of covered equipment. Option C, normal maintenance. Option D, employee errors. The correct answer is option D, employee errors. Equipment breakdown covers sudden and accidental mechanical or electrical breakdown. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 39. A watchman clause in a property policy. Option A, requires the insured to hire a security guard. Option B, suspends coverage if a watchman is not maintained as represented. Option C, covers theft only. Option D, has no effect. The correct answer is option C, covers theft only. If the insured represents that a watchman is employed, failure to maintain one may suspend coverage. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 40. The term Bailey liability refers to, option A, the Bailey's liability for damage to customer's property. Option B, the customer's liability. Option C, the insurer's liability. Option D, no liability. The correct answer is option D, no liability. Baileys are legally liable for damage to property in their care, custody, and control. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 41. A personal umbrella policy typically requires underlying limits of, option A, no underlying insurance. Option B, specified minimums, example, $300,000 on homeowners, $250,000/$500,000 on auto. Option C, only auto insurance. Option D, only homeowners insurance. The correct answer is option B, specified minimums, example, $300,000 on homeowners, $250,000/$500,000 on auto. Umbrella policies require underlying insurance with minimum limits. Question 42. A homeowner's policy's coverage provides, option A, dwelling coverage. Option B, personal property coverage. Option C, loss of use. Option D, personal liability. The correct answer is option D, personal liability. Coverage E is personal liability insurance. Question 43. The DP1, Dwelling Property 1, form provides coverage on which basis? Option A, open perils. Option B, named perils, basic form. Option C, replacement cost only. Option D, broad form. The correct answer is option B, named perils, basic form. DP1 is the basic form providing named perils coverage, typically on an actual cash value basis for personal property. Question 44. A scheduled personal property endorsement, floater. Option A, reduces coverage for valuables. Option B, provides broader coverage and higher limits for specifically listed valuables, jewelry, art. Option C, has no effect. Option D, cancels the policy. The correct answer is option A, reduces coverage for valuables. Scheduled property floaters provide open perils coverage for listed items. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 45. An experience modification factor in workers' compensation. Option A, has no effect on premium. Option B, adjusts premium based on the employer's loss experience compared to industry average. Option C, always increases premium. Option D, always decreases premium. The correct answer is option D, always decreases premium. Experience mod reflects the employer's actual loss history. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 46. A monthly limit of indemnity in business income coverage. Option A, caps the monthly payment regardless of actual loss. Option B, limits recovery to a specified fraction of the total limit per month. Option C, has no effect. Option D, increases coverage. The correct answer is option B, limits recovery to a specified fraction of the total limit per month. The monthly limit restricts the amount payable in any one month, spreading the coverage over a longer period. Question 47. The loss payable clause in a property policy. Option A, names the insured. Option B, designates who receives the loss payment, example, a loss payee. Option C, states the premium. Option D, lists exclusions. The correct answer is option D, lists exclusions. The loss payable clause identifies a loss payee, such as a lender, entitled to receive claim payments. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 48. Loss of use coverage in auto insurance provides. Option A, coverage for vehicle theft. Option B, transportation expenses while the vehicle is being repaired. Option C, collision coverage. Option D, liability coverage. The correct answer is option D, liability coverage. Loss of use, rental reimbursement, covers substitute transportation. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 49. A surplus lines insurer. Option A, writes coverage for standard risks. Option B, writes coverage for risks that standard insurers will not accept. Option C, is always a domestic insurer. Option D, does not need to be licensed. The correct answer is option B, writes coverage for risks that standard insurers will not accept. Surplus lines insurers provide coverage for unusual or high-risk exposures that admitted insurers decline. Question 50. Ordinance or law coverage in a commercial property policy can cover. Option A, no building code upgrades. Option B, the increased cost of complying with building codes after a loss, coverage A, B, and C. Option C, only demolition costs. Option D, only legal fees. The correct answer is option D, only legal fees. Ordinance or law coverage includes demolition, increased cost of construction, and loss to the undamaged portion. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 51. Rebating in insurances. Option A, offering a discount on the premium. Option B, giving a portion of the premium or something of value not specified in the policy as an inducement to purchase. Option C, a legal sales practice. Option D, charging higher premiums. The correct answer is option C, a legal sales practice. Rebating is illegal in most states as an unfair trade practice. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 52. The co-insurance clause in a property policy requires. Option A, the insured to share in all losses. Option B, the insured to carry a specified percentage of the property's value to avoid a penalty. Option C, the insurer to pay double for losses. Option D, two or more insurers to share the risk. The correct answer is option B, the insured to carry a specified percentage of the property's value to avoid a penalty. Co-insurance encourages policyholders to insure their property to a reasonable percentage of its value. Question 53. The pollution exclusion in a commercial property policy. Option A, covers all pollution losses. Option B, excludes loss caused by the release of pollutants unless caused by a specified cause of loss. Option C, covers gradual pollution. Option D, is optional. The correct answer is option D, is optional. Pollution losses are broadly excluded with limited exceptions for specified causes of loss. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 54. An occurrence trigger in a liability policy means. Option A, the policy responds based on when the claim is made. Option B, the policy responds based on when the injury or damage occurred. Option C, the policy responds based on when the policy was purchased. Option D, the policy responds based on when the premium was paid. The correct answer is option B, the policy responds based on when the injury or damage occurred. Occurrence policies cover injury or damage that occurs during the policy period. Question 55. Aftermarket parts in auto repair are. Option A, always OEM parts. Option B, parts not made by the original manufacturer, which may be used in repairs. Option C, always lower quality. Option D, not allowed by insurers. The correct answer is option A, always OEM parts. Aftermarket, non-OEM, parts may be used in repairs to control costs. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 56. An emergency adjuster is. Option A, a permanent employee. Option B, temporarily licensed to handle claims after a catastrophe. Option C, a public adjuster. Option D, an independent adjuster. The correct answer is option B, temporarily licensed to handle claims after a catastrophe. Emergency adjusters are authorized to handle catastrophe claims temporarily. Question 57. Coverage B of a homeowner's policy covers: Option A, the dwelling; Option B, other structures, detached from the dwelling; Option C, personal property; Option D, liability. The correct answer is Option B, other structures, detached from the dwelling. Coverage B covers other structures on the premises that are not attached to the dwelling, such as detached garages or sheds. Question 58. Property removed to protect it from a covered peril is covered: Option A, only at the original location; Option B, at another location for a specified period, usually 30 days; Option C, never covered; Option D, only if the insurer approves. The correct answer is Option A, only at the original location. Property removed to protect it from a covered peril is covered at the new location for a limited time. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 59. The legal requirement that an insurance applicant must suffer a legitimate financial loss if the insured property is damaged is called: Option A, subrogation; Option B, insurable interest; Option C, consideration; Option D, utmost good faith. The correct answer is Option B, insurable interest. Insurable interest prevents insurance from becoming a gambling contract by ensuring the policyholder is protected against actual financial hardship. Question 60. Uninsured motorist, coverage typically pays for: Option A, damage to the insured's vehicle from a hit-and-run driver; Option B, bodily injury to the insured caused by an uninsured or hit-and-run driver; Option C, property damage from uninsured drivers in all states; Option D, all hit-and-run property damage. The correct answer is Option C, property damage from uninsured drivers in all states. Primarily covers bodily injury from uninsured motorists. Some states also have property damage. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 61. Betterment in auto physical damage claims: Option A, improves the vehicle; Option B, reduces the claim payment when new parts increase the vehicle's value compared to before the loss; Option C, increases the settlement; Option D, has no effect. The correct answer is Option C, increases the settlement. Betterment reduces the settlement to avoid putting the insured in a better position. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 62. A combined single limit, CSL, for liability: Option A, separates bodily injury and property damage limits; Option B, provides one limit for all bodily injury and property damage arising from one accident; Option C, only covers bodily injury; Option D, only covers property damage. The correct answer is Option B, provides one limit for all bodily injury and property damage arising from one accident. CSL provides a single dollar limit for all BI and PD from one occurrence. Question 63. The premises and operations hazard and liability insurance covers: Option A, products sold by the insured; Option B, bodily injury and property damage arising from the insured's premises and business operations; Option C, completed work; Option D, professional services. The correct answer is Option B, bodily injury and property damage arising from the insured's premises and business operations. Premises and operations covers injuries arising from the ownership, maintenance, or use of premises and business operations. Question 64. The other insurance clause in a commercial auto policy typically provides that: Option A, the policy is always primary; Option B, for owned autos, the policy is primary; for non-owned, it may be excess; Option C, no coverage if other insurance exists; Option D, all policies share equally. The correct answer is Option D, all policies share equally. For owned autos, the policy is primary; for non-owned autos, the policy may be excess. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 65. The primary regulator of the insurance industry in the United States is: Option A, the federal government; Option B, individual state insurance departments; Option C, the NAIC directly; Option D, the SEC. The correct answer is Option B, individual state insurance departments. Insurance is primarily regulated by the states under the McCarran-Ferguson Act. Question 66. Market conduct examinations by state insurance departments review: Option A, an insurer's financial condition only; Option B, an insurer's sales, advertising, underwriting, and claims practices; Option C, only premium rates; Option D, only agent licensing. The correct answer is Option D, only agent licensing. Market conduct exams focus on treatment of policyholders and compliance with laws. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 67. The general aggregate limit in a CGL policy is, option A, the per occurrence limit, option B, the maximum paid for all covered losses during the policy period, except products completed operations, option C, the medical payments limit, option D, the deductible. The correct answer is option B, the maximum paid for all covered losses during the policy period, except products completed operations. The general aggregate caps total non-products claims. Question 68. The peak season endorsement provides, option A, coverage during the off-season, option B, increased coverage limits during periods of higher inventory, option C, coverage for seasonal businesses only, option D, reduced premiums year-round. The correct answer is option B, increased coverage limits during periods of higher inventory. Peak season endorsements increase coverage limits during specified periods when inventory values are higher. Question 69. An insurer must pay or deny a claim within, option A, 1 year, option B, a specified period after receiving proof of loss, varies by state, option C, no time limit, option D, 6 months. The correct answer is option A, 1 year. Prompt payment laws require timely resolution of claims. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 70. A drive-in camp or restaurant exclusion in a commercial auto policy excludes, option A, all restaurants, option B, liability for serving food to customers in vehicles, option C, only fast food, option D, only coffee shops. The correct answer is option A, all restaurants. This exclusion may apply to businesses where customers are served in their vehicles. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 71. An appraisal in a property claim is, option A, the insurer's estimate only, option B, a binding alternative dispute resolution process where each party selects an appraiser, option C, a lawsuit, option D, mediation. The correct answer is option C, a lawsuit. Appraisal resolves valuation disputes without litigation. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 72. Subrogation in property insurance allows the insurer to, option A, cancel the policy, option B, recover claim payments from a negligent third party, option C, deny all claims, option D, increase premiums. The correct answer is option A, cancel the policy. Subrogation transfers the insured's right of recovery to the insurer after a claim is paid. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 73. The statute of repose for construction defect claims, option A, has no time limit, option B, bars claims after a specified number of years from completion, regardless of when the defect was discovered, option C, extends the statute of limitations, option D, only applies to residential construction. The correct answer is option C, extends the statute of limitations. Statutes of repose provide a final cutoff for claims, unlike statutes of limitations. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 74. Directors and officers, D&O, liability insurance covers, option A, the corporation's physical assets, option B, wrongful acts of directors and officers in their management of the company, option C, employee injuries, option D, automobile accidents. The correct answer is option A, the corporation's physical assets. D&O insurance protects directors and officers from claims alleging mismanagement. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 75. Extended business income coverage begins, option A, when the physical loss occurs, option B, after the business reopens and covers reduced income during the ramp-up period, option C, before the loss, option D, never. The correct answer is option C, before the loss. Extended business income covers the period after reopening when income has not returned to pre-loss levels. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 76. What does the law of large numbers allow insurers to do? Option A, guarantee profits every fiscal year, option B, predict future losses more accurately, option C, insure against catastrophic events only, option D, eliminate the need for underwriting. The correct answer is option D, eliminate the need for underwriting. As the number of similar exposure units increases, insurers can more accurately predict the statistical probability of a loss. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 77. The PAPS cancellation provision requires the insurer to, option A, cancel at any time without notice, option B, provide advance written notice of cancellation, with timeframes varying by reason, option C, obtain court approval, option D, notify only the agent. The correct answer is option C, obtain court approval. Insurers must provide advance notice per state law. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 78. The financial responsibility law requires drivers to, option A, pay for their own vehicle repairs, Option B, demonstrate the ability to pay for damages they may cause, typically through insurance. Option C, own a vehicle. Option D, have a driver's license only. The correct answer is option A, pay for their own vehicle repairs. Financial responsibility laws require proof of ability to pay for buy and PD cost to others. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 79. A morale hazard involves: Option A, intentional dishonesty. Option B, carelessness or indifference to loss because insurance exists. Option C, physical conditions increasing risk. Option D, legal conditions increasing risk. The correct answer is option B, carelessness or indifference to loss because insurance exists. Morale hazard is carelessness or indifference to loss because the person has insurance coverage. Question 80. The HO3 form covers the dwelling on what basis? Option A, named perils. Option B, open perils, all risk. Option C, actual cash value only. Option D, market value. The correct answer is option B, open perils, all risk. HO3 provides open perils coverage for the dwelling. Question 81. Collision coverage in a PAP covers: Option A, damage from fire and theft. Option B, damage from the upset of the vehicle or impact with another vehicle or object. Option C, damage from falling objects. Option D, medical expenses. The correct answer is option C, damage from falling objects. Collision covers upset, rollover, or impact with another vehicle or object. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 82. The CGL policy's supplementary payments include: Option A, the judgment amount. Option B, costs taxed against the insured, prejudgment interest, and reasonable expenses incurred at the insurer's request. Option C, the deductible. Option D, attorney fees for the insured's personal attorney. The correct answer is option D, attorney fees for the insured's personal attorney. Supplementary payments cover certain defense-related costs in addition to limits. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 83. The term adverse selection in insurance refers to: Option A, the insurer's process of selecting the best risks. Option B, the tendency for those with a high probability of loss to seek insurance. Option C, a method of calculating life insurance reserves. Option D, the termination of a policy by the insured. The correct answer is option C, a method of calculating life insurance reserves. Adverse selection is the tendency of high-risk individuals to seek insurance more actively than low-risk individuals. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 84. Motor carrier coverage form is designed for: Option A, for hire carriers. Option B, businesses that transport their own goods, private carriers. Option C, passenger vehicles. Option D, only rental companies. The correct answer is option D, only rental companies. Motor carrier forms are for private carriers transporting their own property. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 85. The earth movement exclusion in property policies typically excludes: Option A, fire following earthquake. Option B, earthquake, landslide, and mudslide. Option C, theft. Option D, vandalism. The correct answer is option B, earthquake, landslide, and mudslide. Earth movement, earthquake, landslide, mudslide, is excluded, but fire following earthquake is typically covered. Question 86. Joint and several liability means: Option A, each defendant is only liable for their share. Option B, any defendant can be held responsible for the entire judgment, regardless of their percentage of fault. Option C, only one defendant can be sued. Option D, defendants share liability equally. The correct answer is option B, any defendant can be held responsible for the entire judgment, regardless of their percentage of fault. Joint and several liability allows the plaintiff to recover the full amount from any defendant. Question 87. The CGL policy's premium audit provision: Option A, is optional. Option B, allows the insurer to adjust the premium based on actual exposure, sales, payroll, after the policy period. Option C, reduces coverage. Option D, has no effect on premium. The correct answer is option B, allows the insurer to adjust the premium based on actual exposure, sales, payroll, after the policy period. Auditable policies allow final premium adjustment based on actual exposure. Question 88. A binder in insurances: Option A, the full policy. Option B, a temporary contract providing immediate coverage until the policy is issued. Option C, a rejection of coverage. Option D, a cancellation notice. The correct answer is option C, a rejection of coverage. Binders provide temporary coverage pending issuance of the formal policy. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 89. Bailey's customers insurance covers: Option A, the Bailey's own property. Option B, customer's property in the bailee's care, regardless of negligence. Option C, only property damaged by fire. Option D, the bailee's liability. The correct answer is option A, the bailee's own property. Bailee's customers' policies cover damage to customers' goods without requiring proof of negligence. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 90. A Business Owner's Policy, BOP, combines. Option A, only property coverage. Option B, property and liability coverage for eligible small businesses. Option C, only liability coverage. Option D, only workers' compensation. The correct answer is option B, property and liability coverage for eligible small businesses. BOPs package property and liability for small businesses. Question 91. An equipment dealer's coverage form covers. Option A, real estate only. Option B, mobile equipment and inventory of equipment dealers. Option C, buildings. Option D, liability. The correct answer is option B, mobile equipment and inventory of equipment dealers. Equipment dealers' forms cover the stock of equipment dealers, often on an open perils basis. Question 92. A utility services endorsement covers. Option A, business interruption from utility failure. Option B, damage to utility equipment. Option C, utility bills. Option D, only power outages. The correct answer is option C, utility bills. This endorsement covers business interruption and property damage from interruption of utility services. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 93. Under pro rata liability, if two policies each have a $100,000 limit and a $100,000 loss occurs, each pays. Option A, $100,000. Option B, $50,000. Option C, $25,000. Option D, $0. The correct answer is option C, $25,000. Each policy pays its proportion, $100,000/$200,000 equals 50% of the loss, each equals $50,000. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 94. The personal and advertising injury definition in the CGL includes. Option A, bodily injury. Option B, false arrest, malicious prosecution, libel, slander, and copyright infringement. Option C, property damage. Option D, physical injuries only. The correct answer is option C, property damage. Personal and advertising injury covers non-physical offenses. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 95. A representation in an insurance application is a statement that is. Option A, guaranteed to be absolutely true. Option B, true to the best of the applicant's knowledge. Option C, a legally binding warranty. Option D, always considered a material fact. The correct answer is option B, true to the best of the applicant's knowledge. A representation is a statement believed to be true. A warranty is a statement guaranteed to be literally true, and breach of warranty can void coverage. Question 96. A builder's risk policy covers. Option A, completed buildings. Option B, buildings under construction and materials on site. Option C, liability only. Option D, workers' compensation. The correct answer is option D, workers' compensation. Builder's risk covers buildings in the course of construction, including materials and equipment. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 97. The PAP's limit of liability provision states. Option A, unlimited coverage. Option B, the maximum the insurer will pay regardless of the number of insureds, claims, or vehicles involved. Option C, per vehicle limits only. Option D, per person limits only. The correct answer is option B, the maximum the insurer will pay regardless of the number of insureds, claims, or vehicles involved. The limit is the maximum payable per occurrence, regardless of the number of insureds or vehicles. Question 98. A commercial property policy's abandonment provision. Option A, requires the insured to abandon damaged property. Option B, states the insured may not abandon property to the insurer. Option C, allows the insured to demand the insurer accept the property. Option D, has no effect on the policy. The correct answer is option B, states the insured may not abandon property to the insurer. The insured cannot abandon damaged property and demand a total loss settlement. Question 99. A reservation of rights letter. Option A, waives the insurer's rights. Option B, notifies the insured that the insurer is investigating but may later deny coverage. Option C, cancels the policy. Option D, accepts coverage unconditionally. The correct answer is option B, notifies the insured that the insurer is investigating but may later deny coverage. A reservation of rights letter preserves the insurer's defenses while providing a defense or investigating. Question 100. The honesty or faithful performance exclusion in a commercial property policy excludes: Option A, employee theft. Option B, loss caused by dishonest or criminal acts of the insured or others with an interest in the property. Option C, all theft. Option D, vandalism. The correct answer is option A, employee theft. This exclusion applies to dishonest acts by the insured, partners, or others with a financial interest. In this rotation, A is correct.